We're pleased to have, once again, Ananda, who is speaking to us today. She's chosen the interesting topic, inspiration. Do we have it?
Do we live it?
Do we live it?
Do we live it? Should put my glasses on.
Else we would ring the bells for it. Connect your inner heart with your inner smile. Put your hands on your heart chakra. Connect your inner heart with inner smile. Smile into the heart. And feel the ringing, still ringing in your heart. I would now pass special Ormus water that you can put around yourself or whatever you choose to do with it. If you choose to drink it or put it over your face, I put 2 of them from each side. Put it around you or put it on your hands or in your face. This is a special water that has been used in Egypt. And about ringing the bells, I was asked in many countries what I am doing there. And I used to say, I am just ringing the bells of consciousness. This is water that the water is from I have well water and it is specially designed with different balance of acid and balance of other balance, and this is Ormus water. This is special water in those small containers. But this water is also very good drinking water. And I would like that you can drink more water today. For the brain is connected to water. The heart and everything is connected to water. When I am tired, I drink water. So I have been having strong guidance from Divine. Divine is my only secretary that I have. And I can really rely on it, you know. She's giving me very good. And they always ask me, one man called me about my computer that I don't have, only my inner computer. And he told me, what is the Divine? What company it is? Are they giving any discounts? And I said, okay, I would ask what kind of discount they can give us. So this is what they don't know, what the company of Divine is. And so I have interesting phone calls. So I hear always Divine joke from Divine. Many levels are Divine joke. But what I was today sharing with my worker, in the morning I was telling her that I hear all the time the beings sleeping. I hear everyone sleeping. I am very early up also, but not only sleeping, but sleeping with consciousness. And not allowing the life force or some kind of a bell to come there and connect our inner being, our inner space. And so, I don't know, this was from childhood, I was hearing it everywhere, that many beings are asleep. So what we are sleeping on, sometimes we are hearing some inspiration, what we can call it. I have been guided through many, many inspirations, but I always gave it to my heart and to my inner self. And I ask for resonance to it. If I can really resonate it. So when I met Rick here, he had been carrying brain gym. And when I did one brain gym, what he told us, and we can do it even now, that we can feel some funny event in our life, something that irritates us, okay? If you have any event like that, there are hundreds of them happening every day. So visualize that event and feel yourself, put your hands on your heart, and feel yourself in that event. Totally breathing it and being in that event, whatever that is. Someone who really irritate us, or something that irritates us. We can maybe put it on someone, but it is only us. Now feel it. And now start to do sound. Little bit of humming first. Everyone is always telling me that they cannot sing, but everyone can sing, no matter how and what. So little humming. Run from the brain into this, the cross, this. Cha, 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 cha. Do rhythm with it. Now you are crossing both hemispheres and feel that event. Now do figure 8. I was doing it with the bell.
With the bell, I saw.
Both of them to the left up, to the right up, and both of the candles are the same. Feel the figure 8. Feel the figure 8. How you do figure 8. Flat. And feel the crossing. This is interesting, yeah. The throat chakra needs to a little bit clean. This is good. This is very good. Maybe do this. Yeah? Few times. We have been training film person that was sort of like somewhere heroin, and they couldn't speak, so we did. And they have been able to speak. It is massaging the. Yeah, we can do it, all of us. Now put your hands on your heart. And how do you feel about that event?
Tingly.
Are you laughing to it, or?
awake, I feel awake.
Yeah.
And laughing, yes.
Yeah. So it is the crossing of the both hemispheres in your brain. So still we stay with your heart. Heart needs always nourishing and always beautiful lullaby. So what it is that the crossing would show us that we can use both sides, integrating to get together. And through brain gym, you can actually do it every day. That you are not too much in feeling, screaming and whatever, doing, but only feeling and only construction. That you have it integrated through that crossing. So this is the benefit of, when Rick was, I used to come there 3 times a week, and I was going to many sessions of his put your hands still on your heart. And I learned incredible amount. There are many, many hundreds of exercises that you can do. But major is the flow of the, and this is one of them, is the crossing. Okay, so we need to, so this is one inspiration that you can have, but who is doing it? Who was doing it here when I finished it? Does anyone practice it every day? Does anyone do it? Does anyone need to connect those two sides? Those here, Anumia, she was asking that she cannot drive in the evening. I was asking her if she is doing it. No. The answer was no. So I started to do it, the brain gym, around 4 years ago. I'm doing it every day. And it is only 10 minutes of time of my morning show. And so it is possible to do it. So what is taking us that we are sometimes inspired, like we are inspired with this, that we can balance those both brain, but what is making it to us that we can sit in other position. This is the last one, feet apart and hands like this. Relax your shoulders, everything is relaxed. So what is making us doing it? Can everyone start to speak to with each other? How we can make it that we are doing it, that we are living it? What is making us doing it?
When we get some positive results and feedback from doing it,
You need to learn about yourself.
Yes.
You need to start to do it, that you can test it. Okay? So, and anyone else, what inspires you? What you are what you are doing early morning when you awake?
What would inspire me to do it would be to do it with other people. That would work for me.
Yeah.
Get somebody doing it and then let's do it. And, yeah.
But we unfortunately don't have traveling ashrams.
No.
I used to, one day I woke here many years ago, and beside me was lying down Rinpoche, and we slept in the same room, and he was telling me, what you are doing? And I was saying, I'm not doing anything, I'm just, he said, I am establishing centers, and I said, I am the center traveling. Everywhere. So what we are putting to our practice or to our use, are you really inspired enough that we started to do it? What is the answer? Who can answer me that?
I'm not sure about the question.
The question is, if you are inspired enough that no matter that you would wait for conditions, you are giving certain conditions to yourself.
Yeah.
You are you, everything. You have everything what you need. Are you able to do it or not do it every day?
I'm able, I'm just not doing it.
That's right. And I repeat it with you even in my place. I know.
Well, I have a pen. I found your written information that I got, and I have put that where I can find it, and
Okay, I have some of them photocopied. I was knowing that they have been lost. And I have here the putting on DVD and it is even putting on DVD. There is brain gym, there is the inner listening, there is sound, there is many things on it, but not too long that you don't have to listen to it in 10 minutes of time. So I, as much as possible, open it to whoever wanted to explore in it, to feel how they feel, to allow something new, something different, and to have the kind of something that I call it inspiration, but maybe that is different level. Sometimes people have to come totally to the edge, either with sickness or with something in the life. They cannot cross it without noticing. Therefore it is stopping them. So in that sense, it is very often they would do something with themselves, yeah.
Yeah, it's just something I've been reading, and one of the things that it's like what you want more than anything else is to be awake. You want to be awake, you want to be alert, you want to be your true self. But you think, well, or there are things that you want to do. I would meditate if I had enough time. I would do the brain gym if I didn't have to do this in the morning. I would, and you want circumstances outside of you to change. And so more than I want outside circumstances to change, and this is what I've been telling myself recently, more than I want outside circumstances to change, I want to become my true self. More than that, because that's what changes. So if I want to become my true self, this brain gym may be a way for me to support that. And so why wouldn't I do it? So.
That's the real question.
Right.
The why.
The why.
The why.
Why?
Yeah.
Why we don't allow to take 10 minutes of time of our day to balance this both sides of the brain. Therefore, what is happening with us? We are walking metals. We have so much metal in our systems
Metal.
that we are actually walking like many of us. Rick, I talked to him on the telephone, and he was saying that we have now so many metals around us, falling everywhere. In the air, from the whatever, I don't know, they put everything on chemtrails, but it is just everywhere. And so we have all the metals within us, we can clean it. If you wanted to check it, I have my naturopath that can very easily check it. I can check it too, but he would guide you much better way to certain substances that you can take and clean your metals, if you choose to do that. So with the metal, what is happening is, it affects the brain. It affects our alertness, our awakening. Exactly that what you talked about. It affects everything what we have in our consciousness. And so this is one level, so we need to deal with metals. Therefore they are falling everywhere. They are in the food, they are everywhere. Now, second one is that we follow only one side of the brain for the reason that we are not doing the crossing, we are not allowing the brains both work the same way. We are not integrating the brain. And this is it's called only brain gym flow. It is not really brain gym. I have a whole book that can be tested on each one of you, certain parts that you can do to enhance the awakening. If you choose to. Depends what you wanted to be awakened to. For me it is very important breathing, sound, focus on breathing from below. Can we now start to breathe from here? Breathe from here and breathe up and release. Breathe from here, from below. And breathe So number one, for to stop ourselves to our head, is breathing. And with brain gym is important water. To drink water in between the brain gym. Therefore, this is the only food that is absorbed without digestion and absorbed straight to the brain. So water is very number one. Number two is intent. We need to have some intent. For example, I am awake. On many levels, okay? We can be awake. Or I am clear. Present moment, positive, not in future. I would be in 1 week awake, no. Or I was awake 1 week ago, no. Okay, so we have to have it present moment, so that it would carry us to present moment where we need to be. We need to be present here. And I hear many beings that are around me being somewhere in their shows, but not being with their inner self. What is taking us to our inner self? So for me it is breathing, and I do brain gym. I usually sit in water with magnesium and do brain gym. There you can do it sitting, lying down, any situation that you can be in. I do it in the car or wherever I am sitting. Of course, you cannot drive the car. But Rick was saying, if you are forgetting brain gym, at least remember this X. That is both brains present and both brains balanced. And I was hearing from that I met this Rick was, for me, was very important to stay alert, to not forget all the time everything. I have young people forgetting everything. My God, I am staring at them. I don't forget, therefore I do brain gym. I don't want to forget. I don't need to forget. Certain things like where I put my keys or where I put my wallet or whatever. So it is very important for us to be alert. Nowadays especially. And I was in the mountains with the old-timers there. They have been having one space. I was something with my bones and I couldn't believe it, how far away it went. How far away that you are only walking the body. You are not there. So I have been hearing from Rick that even now I am sitting in this position. That is position of, before you go, of the brain gym. So I very often sit like that. You can sit when you are driving, someone is driving a car. You can sit like that. You can put your intent and repeat your intent. So this is the awareness of both sides. And I see many people, and even young children now being affected by Alzheimer's. So it is too much metal and too much of stuff that we are ignoring. Our bodies actually, our brain. So this is very simple to do that. I have here the papers and I have everything. You know how to do it, it is very simple. But you have to have water and clear water as much as you can. And also you have to have intent. And you have to have the willingness to do it. And the divine would help you, blessing that it is true. The blessing would give you time, whatever time you would have, it will come the time that you can do it. And if you need to repeat it, I repeat it when I need to, when I'm more tired, I repeat some parts of it. I just sit in that position or lie down in that position, or even rest in that position. So we can actually only, from where is coming the inspiration to do it. This is what I would like to hear today from you.
The soul Perhaps.
I don't know.
Who knows?
If people don't want to, they are obviously ignoring the soul when they need to do whatever, blah, 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 in the morning.
So for me, the repetition of the benefit, because I can hear something 10 times and I only get it the 10 times. But yet I was listening, but when I get a bit of a and then from then on, but I don't even remember the benefit, so I gather now that the crossing is good, because then both brain
Everything
fire at
is-
the same time, so that's one of the benefit. Some more benefit. Why would
Many,
you-
many benefits. Like for example, I can give you example from my life. I went to someone sent me that it is free vision test. And he was telling me, my God, your glasses you are better than the glasses 10 years ago. And from where you have those eyes? I said, brain gym. Therefore you are moving your eyes to the left and to the right. You are doing the first position is this one, then you are moving your eyes to the left and to the right. So this is the movement of the eyes, and all this works on the whole body. So it is very difficult. So he told me that I would get out of business if you started to teach it here. This is what he told me. So thank you very much. I don't have anything to tell you. So only it is something that I noticed in our society that is taking certain, I call it glamour, or certain sensation, or they wanted to have it sensation, or some white angel would appear here and tell you, you do it. Okay, or something would have to happen to inspire us enough. I feel that we have it all within ourselves. You are right. It is in the heart and in the soul and in that empty space where we have it. But for me, it is not only brain gym. There are many levels that we can do with ourselves, many movements. But this one is very much working on the brain, and we need our brain now. In this situation that we are in transition to another dimension. So we need to clear our brain.
And what's the advantage of doing this?
What
What's
was
the
question?
advantage?
What does that do?
Advantage. You are connecting all meridians. You are doing yourself acupuncture, actually acupressure, with this. Therefore you are connecting all the meridians. And when you are putting your tongue, with this one you put your tongue on the palate, you connect your brain. So you are actually doing yourself your own acupressure. So many levels have many benefits. And I have the book, and I have number of exercises that I do only for myself. You can do it if you choose to, but number one is the brain gym flow. To allow yourself to just be in that flow. You are grounded also. Today someone called me, Peggy, and she said, you know, I was seeing so much ungroundedness. I couldn't speak to anyone. Everyone was somewhere flying. And no one was able to ground himself. This would ground you. Therefore you are holding 2 feet down and you are sitting like this, so it would also ground you. And also connect the brain at the same time. If you would put tongue on the palate. And do this, so that you relax everything is relaxed. Always in brain gym. For me it is also sound. For me sound is carrying me straight to the soul. If you started to sound, sort of like sound in the morning or sound in the car, you started to feel different energy. And tongue up. This is connecting the brain. So I would review the whole brain gym. The first one was this one. This you could put your hands under the collarbone to the corners. This one hand is doing massage. This is kidney 1. Kidney 1 is the number 1 for life force for your whole body. When you do this, both ways, both sides, you balance your whole body. And your hand goes to the tummy, on the belly button, or whatever you call it. And you put your eyes higher up, not lower down, from right to the left, slowly, very slowly, only eyes are moving, not your head. This is where you work on your eyes and on your brain. And moving back, slowly, only eyes. And you massage it. And you feel your intent. For example, we can have intent, I am clear. Or I am quiet, or I am peaceful. Whatever you choose, whichever intent. And now, continue drinking. Drink the water.
I found that when I was doing that exercise to strengthen my eyes and make the hemispheres,
Yeah,
that I would do it for at least 5 minutes.
yeah.
Go
You have
back
to, you have to do
forth
it at least
and
5
back.
minutes to each side. It is not only once, of course. But people wanted to have everything instant, or yesterday.
Yeah.
Finished already, gone. It's done. Unfortunately, we have our inner master, but we don't have yet the mastery like that. That we can say one time and that's it.
I do appreciate hearing that, a reminder that you can do this as a passenger in the car, that you can do this if you're laying down, if you want to lay down and rest, you can do this. It's, in other words, it's not just in one position and in one way to do it. That's really helpful to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can do it when you're in a lineup at the bank or somewhere.
Yeah, there you are. What you doing?
Well, yeah, you don't have to, you can just do this or.
I've got music going too, you know.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah, right.
It's
you
very
have
good
music
music.
going too,
Very good music. You can do many things.
If you're gonna do brain gym, make sure you got earplugs in.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Right.
You don't have to turn it on, you just have to look good, right?
Yeah, right.
The waters, we have more
Need a
waters
machine,
over
just
there.
use earplugs in your
Oh,
pocket.
just the strings, just the
People are always
strings,
doing
yeah,
that.
the
so
wires.
This one is special.
So now everyone would speak by themselves, that we are not speaking all together, okay? Woohoo, woohoo. Only one person is speaking.
I'd like to say something more about that exercise too. And what I found for my near distance vision, that I developed this technique of, if I was gonna do the edge of that beam, for example,
Mm-hmm.
I would put my head right at the farthest and then start to move my eyes slowly across the line. But you don't move your head. So what happens is, as you get towards the end, you have to use your eye muscles quite prominently
Oh.
as you go to the end of that line.
Huh.
And it strengthens the eyes. And then I would switch my head to the other side and start to look that way, and then go back so that I got the same treatment on the other eye.
Huh.
And whenever my eyes close up starts to go out of focus in any way, and I can't read even, like, I can read actually 6 points with my eyes, which is really, really tiny. Even the tiniest print is usually 8, but on bottles, sometimes they'll put it really small. I just do that exercise, and I'll do it for a few days, and my near vision will come right back. Whoa.
So this is a bad print.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
this
can
is
do
what
the
I am-
tiniest print.
This is why I am saying that the guy was telling me I would be without business. if you would started to teach it here in my store.
Why doesn't the Dalai Lama know that? He wears glasses.
You know, it is up to each person, wherever
It's
they
free
want it to
will.
be.
Yeah.
Eyes are connected to our brain gym. Dalai Lama deals with it in his own way. And we, each one of us, do our own stuff. We cannot compare ourselves to anyone else. Therefore, each one of us have inner responsibility to ourselves. So it is not in that. My ex-husband had been having struggled all his life with his eyes, and he did many things and he couldn't affect it. Glaucoma that was all the time repeating. So it depends what it is and where it is and who it is and how it is. And so we cannot apply. There is also a level of surrendering. I have seen one time, happened to me in Australia, that one native was selling some shirts, and on it was written all what the humanity did wrong to him.
Whoa.
And I look at that shirt and I was saying, if I would have to sell those shirts, I would have to put it on the cloth that would go around the globe. But I am allowing to go wherever they need to go. Wherever the armies that run through us, the people that run through us, I don't have to deal with it to remind myself what did something somewhere wrong to me. Therefore, it was divine order. And I told him, my God, and he looked at me and he said, I am taking those shirts. I am not selling them anymore. I said, thank you very much. Whatever you do for yourself, but you have to know where you are. And this is what is happening. Many people from Vaitaha, I don't know, the natives never connected me here. The Vaitaha came to me that I came to them in their dreams. So I don't know, I don't have connection, therefore they don't come. No one comes from natives to me here. So I don't know many natives. I feel that many levels are connected to the people that came before us. So what I would like to, we have almost done our stuff, but I feel that surrendering, allowing, they call it forgiveness, but I more call it surrendering, allowing the flow of energy and not interrupt. It would be good to have shirts, do not disturb. And so I hear that we are all the time, nothing else, being that disturbing the energy. That is actually flowing. If we allow to flow, we are in divine flow. And we can allow every day to be in that flow. And we know what does it mean, be in that flow. Not to be pushed by the mind to something. Not to have only one side of the things. So surrendering is very important. And surrendering of our personality especially. Therefore that usually wanted to have its own way to do it. And it is not connecting our heart or our inner heart. We can again start to do sound now. If anyone has anything to say, please say it now. Therefore we don't have so much time.
Sorry.
Well, I wanted to share that a Chinese friend of mine from mainland China told me about an exercise they do for eyes, which is good. And you can stand before a window and you kind of rotate side by side and you move your eyes and you take the long view, then you move over and your eyes take the short view.
You can do many exercises, yeah.
I'm sure there are many, yeah. But
Yeah,
that's an easy way to,
But
an
the
easy
point
thing
is,
to do.
the point is, are we doing it every day?
Yes.
Are we really allowing it every day? Are we really be in it? That's the point. That's the point what I was getting. That we are in some level stagnating.
We have a lot of tools, but we
Yeah,
don't
we
use
have lots
them,
of
that's how I
tools,
feel.
And we can do many things.
Yeah,
You can do many things.
so thank you for that, to remind me. And also my mother, when I spoke to her very briefly this morning, she said that today is a special day. She didn't know what I was up to, but she said, just know today that if you do any kind of sound or humming, or it's a very strong, powerful day for express sound that come from. So I said, okay, bye. But she said that, so I'm sharing with you. 'Cause, yeah.
You see, if we would allow to really come to our hearts every day blessing, that it is true, you are all the time saying it is true. So we need to only, I don't know where it is, I don't know, I did it from childhood. I was having elders, even people didn't have elders yet, drink if you can have time or if you still have water. We still have one more water, full water. So it is very hard to say, but I was doing it from childhood. I always went to the trees and I listen and communicate to different flowers, trees. And I have been certainly somehow guided to it. I just listened to it. My parents have been fighting non-stop, but I call it games. What they are doing, they are playing games with each other. That's true. It's only game. It's nothing to do with truth. And people are after saying, my parents have been very rude to me. No, how we take the rudeness? If we gave them love, if we gave them revenge, or if we are fighting with them, we would never, it is fighting ourselves. Nothing to do with anyone, actually. So as I say, I have seen so many soldiers running through us, so many different, but they have been all on command on one side of the brain, and they have to listen to that command. I don't know under which idealism they would go to army and fight. I don't understand it. This part I don't understand many, many things. I cannot understand how someone can go even to the war. But it is very hard. On this dimension, I just only know that we all of us have divine, and all of us have chance to listen to our heart, and all of us have the possibility. We all of us are the same. I see the light in each one of you. But how we use it, how we deal with it, how we live it, how we allow that the life would come from there, not come from some kind of rushing and running. I feel everyone running. I don't know where they are running. They are running from themselves. So that's generally, we can do now sound, that we can feel the energy. If anyone is anything.
Do you want to say something, Paul? You start.
Oh, I was just going to say, I just recently went to see my grandkid, and they bought him a T-shirt that says, "My name is Trouble." And my immediate thought was, as you all groaned, you know, in response to that, we're obviously all in the same place as far as the power of suggestion, right?
Yeah. Labeling.
Yeah, labelling, yeah.
That's for sure. When we commit to that, we will be playing whatever our possibilities would be. And
Of course,
so,
he doesn't understand the name of the word because he's only 4, right? But, well, I don't know, maybe he's getting an
Maybe.
idea of it now.
Before you get some kind of concept.
so it is very interesting to come here. I really enjoy to come here, and I feel that you have, all of you, very beautiful heart. All of you. Each person in different way is using the heart. But you are allowing to go to places where you don't have to go with your heart.
Yeah.
And we don't have to, we call it in Czech, Švejkárna. We have been having one soldier that was playing everything funny way in the army. And they couldn't know what to do with him. He changed all the stuff in very funny way. And so it was Dobrý voják Švejk. That means good soldier Švejk. And I have this small figure, and every time when I look at it, I laugh. And this is the only army that I can laugh. Therefore, he was making jokes from it.
Yeah.
And so, if we are allowing to the inner smile, we can now put our hands on our hearts and do sound whatever from whatever, but allowing.
And I say that there's an opera that, based on Good
Yeah.
Soldier, we call it Good Soldier Svike.
Yeah, that's exactly the
Yeah,
same.
and it's very funny. and
That's what I'm
very
saying.
good. Yeah, yeah.
We say it we call it Švejkárna.
Svika.
That means something to do like Švejk,
Yeah,
and something be like Švejk.
yeah.
That means that it's like socialism. So Švejkárna means to be the same way. To say it at least in joke or in lighter way of the heart, and to start to live it that way. And you would find out what I am actually doing with my money. I am wasting it, or what I am really doing, where I am really connected, and how I am connected, and what's happening with me, and what's happening with my inside. So put your hands to your heart, and feel your inner heart, and feel the smile coming to you on every cell of your being. So now do sound and allow the sound to come to all your beings, all your bodies, and all your cells. You can do also open sound. Or this one you can cross legs. Where you are crossing this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Figure 8.
Thank you so much, Ananda.
Thank you for resonating with me.
That's exactly what we were doing.
Mhm.
And I'm sure we all appreciate it. And there were some really good reminders for me.
Yeah, I am still ringing the bells. I walk everywhere to emigrations and everywhere where I was walking. What you are doing here, ringing the bells.
Ringing the bells.
Yeah, good reminder for me too. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for hearing me.
Thank
At
you.
least someone is somewhere hearing.
I think we get it.